I've heard from a couple of defense attorneys that their clients have asked them to hurry up and bring their cases in before January.
Really?
Because they heard Bates is coming and Bates isn't playing. That is true. I am coming and I'm not playing.
In a city in crisis, Baltimore's likely next top prosecutor is making headlines with his stance on fighting crime and his approach to working with other leaders. Good afternoon, I'm Kai Jackson.
And I'm Riel Creighton. Bates sat down for an exclusive interview with Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost on Thursday. And today, Mackenzie walks us through what's next.
The wide-ranging interview with the presumptive next state's attorney, Ivan Bates, included a lot of different topics, but there are three main takeaways. Number one, enforcing low-level crimes. Bates says this is one of his top priorities, but to do it, he says that everyone needs to be on the same page, leaders from the top to the bottom.
Until we're able to have that agreement with everybody, we don't want the confusion with the police. It'll be confusion in the community. If we do not come reach, the police commissioner serves at the pleasure of the mayor. So I may just be all alone and said, hey, here I am, I'm ready to proceed. I would do everything I can to have that working relationship with the mayor, to explain to the mayor that that's what the citizens want, and they have to be able to feel safe. But I can't make anyone do what they don't want to do.
Number two, removing squeegee kids. Bates wants to remove the squeegee kids from the corner, and that's different from where the mayor currently stands on this. Bates tells me that he does not agree with the way the mayor's law department is interpreting the current law. He says the kids should not be on the corners, and he wants to start enforcing it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to penalize the juvenile. But also, I want to understand in the middle of the school day, why are they out there on that corner and why are they not in school? I don't want to necessarily do it in the criminal justice system, but if I have to, then I will.
Number three, working with Mayor Scott and Police Commissioner Michael Harrison. Bates tells me that having a working relationship with these two leaders will be crucial to ensure that priorities are in line and that policies are clearly communicated. We know that the mayor and Bates have already met, and Bates also tells me he had lunch with the police commissioner, and one thing that he says they talked about was making sure that officers know they can enforce the laws that are currently on the books.
And it was a terrific lunch. January 3rd, when I take the office, if the law's on the books, the police have the opportunity to enforce it. Now, how do we do that? That's up to your discretion. I'm not the police. But trespass, loitering, low level, maybe you give a warning the first time, then a citation, and then the third time, you're probably gonna have to go to jail.
Do the officers know that they'll have that ability to do that? Because that's a change from the current policy.
I told the police commissioner that's what I would like to go ahead and do, and that as far as I'm concerned, the state's attorney, if the law's on the books, that the officers can enforce it. I think that's part of the communication. But the police commissioner, they have to make the decision if they're going to do that or not.
Did he say he would?
I believe he will. Okay. In the sense that I don't want to speak for the police commissioner. He had a big smile on his face.
But for the police commissioner to make those changes, he needs the approval of Mayor Brandon Scott. So we sent the mayor's office some questions for Mayor Brandon Scott, asking, does the mayor agree that enforcing low-level crimes needs to happen? Has Mayor Scott directed Police Commissioner Michael Harrison to tell officers to enforce these laws? Will Mayor Scott allow BPD officers to move squeegee kids from the corners and issue citations if necessary? So far, the mayor's office not responding. Meanwhile, Governor Larry Hogan is responding to what Bates said in the interview, saying that he's impressed with Bates's plans to apparently hold violent crimes accountable.
He really does appear to be focused on wanting to make changes and to do something about violent crime in Baltimore, and I think that's a positive step. And the police has obviously an important role, the mayor has a role, but a prosecutor that doesn't want to prosecute criminals is not holding people accountable, and a new prosecutor that wants to prosecute criminals hopefully will make people more accountable.
It's clear that Ivan Bates says he has a plan that he believes will tell criminals in Baltimore things will be different when he gets into office. Now we'll have to wait and see how Mayor Brandon Scott responds. At the Accountability Desk, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.